What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Saints Week 16 recap as the Browns suffer yet another typical Browns loss as they lose today by a final score of 17-10 and they fall to 6-9 on the season. And with this loss, the Browns are now officially eliminated from playoff contention. Although, let's be real, they've been eliminated for a little while now. I mean, we were practically hanging on by a slim little thread. And after this game, that thread has officially snapped. And now Browns fans are on Twitter, calling for Stefanski to be fired and all that other stuff. Personally, Stefanski needs to check himself because what I saw from him today had me wanting to bash my head into a wall. Yep. The play calling was questionable. We had Deshaun Watson throwing 31 times in a windstorm. 30-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah, let's throw the ball 31 times with 30-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah, good idea. Especially when you have one of the best running backs in the league and you're facing a team that really can't stop the run. Tyler Algier tore these guys up last week. But clearly we didn't get the memo, right? Yeah, we didn't get the memo. Nah, let's throw the ball all over the place. And to make things even better, receivers developed stone hands. Although I will say, Amari Cooper did have a good game. 6 receptions, 72 yards. He did have a bad drop in the end zone. I think mainly because he slipped in the back of the end zone. Had he maybe been able to stay on his feet, he might have caught it. But that was brutal. And then, of course, Donovan Peoples Jones, or as I'm going to call him, Donovan Bobbles Jones, because I believe this is the second time now where he's bobbled a potential touchdown in the end zone. Yep, back of the end zone, ball was thrown in a perfect spot, but we can't catch it. That was the story of the game for the Browns. Drops, a lot of them. Yeah. Donovan Peoples Jones had 5 targets, but 1 catch for 2 yards. Nick Chubb, 24 carries, 92 yards. Good game out of him. Too bad we didn't run him a little bit more, you know? Um, Overall, I mean, Deshaun Watson looked good for the most part. 15 of 31, 135 yards. Did throw a bad interception, which went off of a receiver's hands. That led to that final touchdown that essentially gave the Saints the win for the most part. I mean, we scored 10 unanswered to begin, and then we gave up 17 unanswered, which, yeah, that would be the deciding factor. Mm-hmm. I mean, you knew with the conditions, running the ball would be huge. But no, let's throw the ball 31 times. That wasn't even the worst part. So on the Saints side, Andy Dalton only threw 15 passes for 92 yards, 1 interception, only completed 8 of those. So another time where a quarterback completes like less than 10 passes and we lose. I believe the other time was, ironically enough, against the Falcons earlier this year, where I believe Mariota only completed, 9 passes? And we lost? But the key for the Saints was they utilized Hill and Kamara in the Wildcat, and we just did not know how to stop them. They would keep alternating those guys in there, and like we would not adjust. It's like Joe Woods, what are you doing, buddy? Classic Joe Woods disaster class, man. Like I don't get it. Kamara had 20 carries, 76 yards and a touchdown. Taysom Hill had 9 for 56 and a touchdown. Yeah, that was the huge factor for them. They were able to utilize the Wildcat, and we couldn't stop it. Yeah, Grant Delpit did get an interception. I mean, other than that, defense really didn't do much. No sacks, no QB hits. We didn't even touch the quarterback, which is crazy, but it's just the way it is. And for some reason, we cannot beat Andy Dalton, just like how we cannot beat Joe Flacco, no matter how bad the team around them is. It's like our thing. You could put Dalton on the worst team in the NFL, and we would lose to him. He literally has our number. He owns us. He's like he owns our soul. Yep, he straight up owns our soul. But I guess that's just the way it's gonna be, you know. Um, Not really much else to say. I mean, people are gonna throw the blame around all over the place when it comes to this team. But if I'm gonna blame anyone, I'm blaming Joe Woods for his horrible scheming. I mean, this dude's running his own defense in the red zone on what, third and four, leaving guys wide open. Classic. I'm blaming Kevin Stefanski for wanting to throw it 31 times in a windstorm. And I'm going to blame the receivers because you got to catch the ball, especially when you're in the end zone. We dropped like what, two or three touchdowns today. Can't have that, especially when points are going to be at a premium with the conditions. You know, can't have that. I will say though, Deshaun Watson did do a good job leading us on that attempted game-winning drive. I thought he was going to actually do it. I thought we were going to tie the game, but unfortunately, came up short. And now we will head to DC next week to face the Commanders, and we'll see how things go there. See if we, look different, or is it going to be the same old, same old? Yeah, season's officially over. I mean, it's been over for a little while now. You can honestly say the season was over when Deshaun Watson got suspended. You know, I mean, there was people that believe that Jacoby could possibly lead us into a good spot to where when Deshaun gets back, he could take us the rest of the way. But after like the first couple weeks, we are like, yeah, this ain't gonna happen. Oh well, always next year. That's our favorite phrase in Cleveland. There's always next year. But for Kevin Stefanski, man, he better check himself, or there might not be a next year for him. Overall, I think he'll be back, but he's gonna be on a hot seat. They're probably gonna give him a full year with Deshaun. They're going to, make the team better to go around him. Probably give him some good weapons to go along with Cooper and DPJ and Chubb. Maybe another receiver or two. Give us a full year with Deshaun and see what happens. If we still suck, well then bye bye Kevin. But I will say, Joe Woods, the moment that Steelers game ends week 18, I want him out of here. He needs to be gone. Don't even let him in the locker room. Just literally walk up to him on the sideline after the game's over and say, you know what? You can leave with the fans. We'll mail you your belongings. Yeah. Don't even show your face in the locker room or anything. You're gone. Bye bye. He needs to be gone the minute the game ends. But knowing the Browns, they're going to keep him for another year because why not? Right? But that's pretty much all I have for you. I don't know if you guys noticed by now, but my voice is practically gone. Still trying to get over the cold that I came down with a few days ago. Feeling better. It's just my voice is not really there. So that's pretty much all I got for you. With that being said, I'll see you guys on Monday, possibly for Cavs and Nets. I might not stream, depending on how I feel. But with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. And I'm out. Have a great Christmas, everybody. And see you Monday. Bye bye.